Good afternoon, all of you. Neeraj, your physics teacher. As you know, our topic is Gauss law, and today we will discuss about application of Gauss law. In this, your first application is electric field due to an infinitely long state uniformly charged wire. You have to take in this a charged wire which is uniformly long and infinite. How can you take this? Like this, you have to take a uniform charged wire. Long straight wire is this. Okay. Now charge it. Now let us take positive charge on it. And the value of this charge is now consider Q. And the length of this wire is L. Like this is an infinitely uniform charge wire which have charge Q. Okay. And the length of this wire is L. Now you have to calculate, you have to determine electric field of that wire. You know very well, electric field line from this wire, like this is a wire, then where is electric field? You know very well, electric field lines is always arising from its surface and normal to the surface. So normal to the surface, you can take these electric field lines around it in all direction, in all direction, in this way. But this board is 2D, two-dimensional, so we can't show these electric field lines in all direction, but you have to keep in mind all these lines are in all direction. Okay, this is electric field, and in this way you can also take in other side this electric field. Any doubt, any problem in this? I hope no problem. Now, how you can calculate electric field? But one thing is more there. You are studying about application of Gauss law. You have to use this law. And you know very well, Gauss law is phi is equal to Q upon epsilon. Phi is equal to Q upon epsilon. Then how can you use this thing in calculation of electric field? You know very well, electric field is also used for determining the electric flux, like this. Phi is equal to surface integral of electric field, dot product of two vector, electric field and surface. You have to already discuss all this. But in this case, how you can find this electric field value? For determining this electric field value, you have to discuss this figure, you have to learn this figure, you have to understand that figure very, very carefully. Now, in this diagram, you can see this is the line which is charged, and this is the length of this infinitely long charge wire. From there, you can take the value of lambda also. Lambda, what is lambda? Lambda here. Lambda is linear charge distribution. You know, uniformly straight wire. Then you can take the linear charge distribution, yeah, density. You can take this thing also. Linear charge density lambda is equal to Q by S. Okay, from there Q you can take is equal to lambda by L. All these things are there. But now the one thing is missing there, and that thing is surface. Where the surface? At what point you have to calculate the electric field? Now let us consider one point is there. Let us consider this point is P. You can take this point on that position also, in this position, in this, anywhere. you can take. But we are taking this point here. Now, we are taking this point here. At a distance from there, this side, you can take R distance is this. Okay. From this wire, this point have a distance R. This wire have a length L. This have a charge Q. This have a linear charge density lambda. And this lambda can be calculated by taking the formula Q by L. You know, total charge upon length. But at this point, how will you calculate electric field? Because this is the topic which you have to do. But this is the condition. With the help of this, you have to calculate this electric field. At point P, you have to calculate electric field, but consider this point P as pose like this. All these points are distance away from this. You know very well. Like this. This is the point R. Okay. You have to take so many points which have distance R from that. And take all these points R distance from this wire around it at everywhere. Then you can imagine this thing around it. And if you completed this in this way, if you complete all these points, join these points, then what you find in this condition, a cylinder is arising in your mind. A cylinder is arising in your mind because all these points on this cylinder have a distance R from this long straight wire. This long straight wire. Okay. Now this is your surface. Around all uniformly infinitely charged wire, you have a surface S. Okay. And this surface area, you can, how you can calculate the surface area of a cylinder? By taking the formula 2 pi. What is this radius from this wire to this surface? The distances are, this is mathematical, its diameter. So you can take 2 pi R, and the height of this cylinder will be the height of or length of this wire, and this wire length is L. So you can take the height of this wire is, or this cylinder is L. So in this way, you can take the surface area of a cylinder. But now another thing is, we have to take note as ds portion. Now look at this thing. Take small part of this cylinder at any surface, here, and anywhere on the surface of this cylinder. You have to take small element of that, small part of that. Means like this. This part is ds. At the surface, you have to take the small part. Now this one is ds part. And where is normal? Its normal will be in the positive x direction. Okay. Or you can say forward direction. And where the direction of electric field? Electric field also in this direction. So both are in same direction. Then the value of theta here is 0. And theta is the angle between E and ds, electric field and surface. Now take it proof. How can you determine electric field? All the condition, all the terms are in front of you now, and now you have to solve you have to prove this thing. You can find the value of electric field. Okay. First of all, what value you have now? Phi is equal to Q upon epsilon naught, and another value is E dot ds vector is also equal to phi. This is equation first, which you have to take by Gauss theorem or Gauss law, and this is the definition of electric flux. Electric flux. From first and second, we can also write this thing in this manner. Vector E dot vector ds integration, this is the surface integration, is equal to Q by epsilon. Okay. Can we write this thing? Because phi is equal to Q by epsilon naught. Phi is equal to E dot ds vector integration. Then both the terms are equal. You can write in this. Now, remove this dot, and then we can write this equation in this way. Any doubt, any problem? Now, what is the value of theta? Both are in same direction, ds vector and E. So, put the value of theta here. E ds cos 0 degree equal to Q by epsilon. This is surface integral. Now, further solving this thing, we can get vector, E ds cos 0 is 1 Q by epsilon. Now again solving this thing, E comes out from the integration. Now this part is ds inside the integration here, and is equal to Q by epsilon. Now what is the integration of ds? E, what is the integration of ds? S. Q by epsilon. Okay. Now what is the value of S? S is the surface area of this cylinder. Now E into, and the surface area of cylinder is 2 pi r L here, is equal to Q by epsilon. Now by cross multiplying, we can get 2 pi epsilon naught r L. Okay, 2 pi epsilon naught into r. Now, what is the value of Q? Q is equal to lambda L. You know very well, lambda is linear charge density here, and in case of linear charge density, we can take the value of Q by multiplying this length with lambda. So lambda L upon 2 pi epsilon naught r L. In this way, you can write this equation. Now cancel L from L, and now the final answer in this case is only lambda by 2 pi naught into r. Now the final equation for calculating the electric field in this situation when an uniformly charged wire released electric field line. Then at any point, how you can calculate this electric field value. Okay. Now, what is lambda? Lambda is density. Lambda is the density, and density uniformly charged wire is there. So the value of lambda is constant. Where 2 is again constant, pi is again constant, and epsilon naught is now again constant. All these terms are constant. So only the variable thing is r, means this point. This point, maybe you can take near to this wire, away from this wire. If you take this point near to this wire, then the value of electric field will be large. You know very well, because general formula you have electric field when the any point the source of charge, then the electric field is large, and when you are you can also remember one thing. You are taking the surface in front of this around this wire only. Like there, you can take this one, this on that this point or on that point also. But but on the above side, if you are taking this surface ds, then you can imagine this slender surface is like this, and if the small part is considered here, then their normal will be in this direction. Their normal will be in the vertical direction. So ds vector in the vertical direction, and you know very well this electric field is in the positive x direction or negative. So from there you can see in this situation electric field and ds vector have angle theta is equal to 90 degree. Theta is equal to 90 degree. So you can't take the electric field in this situation, in this portion, or in that portion also. No electric field is there and there, because if the theta is 0 in between E dot ds, electric field, can you calculate this value? Can you feel this thing? EDS cos 90 degree. In this situation, there is no electric field because electric field radially outward from this wire or inward. And this is also the condition taken by lambda is equal to greater than 0 or less than 0. If lambda is greater than 0, means Q by L is greater than 0, means Q is greater than 0, means Q is positive. If Q is positive, then all the electric field lines radial outward, radially outward in this situation. And if the reverse, we are going for reverse, lambda is less than 0, then Q will be negative, and then this electric field direction will be, and all these signs will be negative, and this electric field direction will be radially inward, radially inward. In this way, you can take this diagram. But this is the point of only understanding the direction of electric field, radially outward or inward. But no electric field in the above portion is here, and no electric field is in the downward direction. So in vertical direction or in upward and in vertically downward direction, there is no electric field. So you can take the value of electric field at this situation vertically upward or vertically downward on this wire, 0. Electric field value is 0. Only around it, only radial portion of this wire, you have to take the value. You can take the value of electric field by this method, this formula. Okay. Now, the last thing is electric field is inversely proportional to R. This is the relation you have to follow. In this, you can draw the graph like this. This is E, this is R. In this situation, as the R is increases, then the value of electric field will decreases. So in this situation, you have to take its graph like this, but not touch this line, this positive axis with this green line, this graph. Okay, because in this you can see if R is infinity, then E is 0. And where the infinity? Infinity is a very, very large distance. If you take this point at infinity, then the E is 0. So you can't touch this line with this. Okay, this is the graph. So now there is nothing